And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Burrow going for it on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Give him 8 on the game there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there, but I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it, and offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter gone by, 3 still to play. We'll be back in a moment here at the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this, man. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 65 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 3. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
23 yards on the play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact. Just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Stafford here. Akers back-to-back catches. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he is going to lose yardage here. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Henderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. They begin with a run by Mixon. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Burrow now off the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 96 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Stafford now to throw. This is Robinson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now it's Stafford. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. Ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the 4th quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Well, that said, you would rather win by 60 points, or do you like the close ones too?
Well, I think everyone would rather win by 60. It's comfortable. Everyone gets to play. But when you win those nail-biters, dinner tastes just a little bit better that night.